Hello, everybody. This is Deborah Morris with Deborah Morris Home Team, Keller Williams Advantage Realty. I have the honor today to talk to one of my preferred lenders, Stacy Luna with Atlantic Bay Mortgage, and she has a tip of the week, or what I call some words of wisdom with Deborah. So, Stacy, what do you have to share with us today that we need to know about?
Good morning, Deb, and thanks so much for having me here today. I just want to touch base on what we sometimes call the 10 commandments in mortgage and real estate, things that you don't want to do or want to pay attention to when you are getting a mortgage or purchasing a home. And they're may sound very simple, but they're super, super important. The number one thing that I just want to say is stay at your current job and stay in your current position, meaning if you're getting paid salary, do not switch to commission. If you're getting paid hourly, keep it that. So if you have to change anything, that needs to be a conversation with you and the lender before you do it, not after, okay? Because it can affect you getting your loan completely. Also, don't make any major purchases during the transaction. That's really important too. Don't go buy new furniture, appliances, or a car. Again, any of those conversations, talk directly to the lender first. Stay up to date on your credit card purchases. Don't go paying off debts like a medical collection, because if a credit report has to be pulled, say 3 or 4 months later, if you don't find a house right away, that can actually affect your score negatively. And I won't get into all that because it's a whole nother meeting. But just keep in mind, keep everything status quo, just as it is. Stay up to date. Don't miss any payments. Don't pay extra. Just keep everything the way it is. Making sure that your closing money is in the account that you shared with us where it's coming from. Don't go moving your money around. Don't go changing banks. Those things are super, super important when it comes to, I would tell you, assets are the number one headache when it comes to getting a loan, because when they're moved around, it requires further investigation. We have to make sure that there's no money laundering going on. So you want to make sure that your money is kept where it is. And if you're going to move it or you feel you need to move it, you need to, once again, have that conversation with us. Hold off, of course, on making any big purchases. We just talked about that. Don't allow anybody else to pull your credit. Now, when you do inquire about getting a home insurance policy, they will, that's fine. But what I mean is don't go to Sears or Dillard's or any company out there. They're having an amazing sale and you're saving 50% off this purchase if you apply for their credit card. No. Absolutely not. Do not do that. Don't even get your credit pulled to buy appliances later on. Leave everything just the way that it is. In regard to your assets, if you're going to make any deposits in your bank account that are outside of your payroll deposits, that's something that needs to be discussed with us as well. And do not co-sign for anybody to do anything, even if you're saying, well, I'm not making the payments, they are. Yeah, no, that doesn't work, because if your name is on there, we have to count that debt against you generally. Okay, so those are the 10 big things that I can think of that you need to watch while you're in the process of purchasing a home. This is what I tell my clients. If anything like sticks in your head, rings a bell, you're like, oh, maybe this is something I just call first before you create the action. And that will, our ultimate goal is we want you to be in your home.
There we go. Well, those were great tips, because, a lot of us may say, yeah, I know. And yet when something comes up, you do something automatically. And then all of a sudden you think back, oh, that was on that list. So the best thing to do is before you do anything, when you just give you a call, make sure that everything is what you should be doing. And again, we're looking out to make sure you're close. What I wanted to tail end on this conversation was the fact that these interest rates are nice and low still. I was amazed. Amazing. So if you were ever thinking about, oh, I wanted my dream home, and let me sell this smaller home and get my home by the lake, or a larger home, or, a nicer, more renovated home, or something like that. People are getting contracts a whole lot easier now than they ever did. So please reach out to Stacy and myself so we can help you as far as that transition, because it's maybe possible that you can end up selling your home and getting your nicer home for the same and maybe possibly lower monthly payments. So again, we are a dependable resource for you. So please reach out to Stacy. And how do they do that?
They can simply go to stacyluna.com. There is a questionnaire they can fill out and to reach me, and that's stacyluna.com. They can call me at 407-832-3729 or Stacy Luna at AtlanticBay.com.
Fantastic. And of course, Chuck and I are at 407-687-8300. So we're always want to be there for you. We can meet in person, on the phone, or in Zoom. And then, of course, you want to subscribe to our Words of Wisdom, because I'm constantly talking to my wonderful business partners and giving you tips as often as I possibly can. So you want to be notified when those come out. So you have a great day. Thank you so much for your time, Stacy. And we look forward to keeping in touch with you.
Thanks for having me.